Okay, Jimmy, I know you have several CDs. You have 8 CDs at this point, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, sir. Eight
Okay,
CDs.
and you have a fairly recent one. Can you tell us a little bit about that one?
Saxology 101 came out last fall, and I'm excited about it. I've been told it was my most definitive work yet. And it may be. I approached it a little different than my previous CDs. I tried to create a story versus I'm going to do a CD about this and these type of songs. I just sat back and I tried to take the listener on a journey through the CD, and I'm very happy with it. All my CDs are available online, Amazon, CD Baby, iTunes, Rhapsody, Spotify, etc. They're all there. I don't do a lot of stores because um, I like independent stores, like Record Archive, House Guitars. I don't like corporations. This is a lot of stuff. I
Exactly.
would say a lot of stuff that goes into
A lot of red tape and
putting
a
CDs in stores.
lot of
You hate the
politics.
word, drop the word payola, but placement costs money. And I'd rather put my CDs in the hands of my listeners at concerts and allow them to download the CDs. But if they really want a physical CD from me, they can hit me up. My website is jimmiehighsmithjr.com. There is the contact information there. You can call me, email me, or send me a snail mail letter, and I can mail you an actual physical CD. But for the most part, they can all be downloaded online. Just Google me, Jimmie Highsmith Jr., or again, go to the website, jimmiehighsmithjr.com, and everything about me is there. I'm pretty easy to find, I guess.
Now you stay pretty active, right? I know earlier you told me kind of off camera. You told me that you've actually wind it down a little bit or slowed down a little bit. I don't want to put the word in
Quite
your
a
mouth,
bit.
but
I tried to retire, but it seems that's not going to happen. I have endorsements. I still support. I endorse a saxophone line, and I partnered with a ligature line that holds the reed on the mouthpiece called Silverstein Works. They've been great in supporting my music, and they have a great product. And so I still do stuff for these guys, and I still do a fair share of concerts. Not anywhere near where I was at, say, years ago. I'm not doing any real touring. I have a day job I'm very proud of. I work for First Student as a supervisor. I manage school bus drivers, and I enjoy that opportunity to mentor a lot of kids. We transport 17,000 kids a day in the school
mm,
districts. So I'm constantly dealing with kids in good and bad situations. And I appreciate the opportunity to mentor them and some of the drivers as well who work with the company. It gives me a chance to really connect with the community. So when I do play in town, a lot of them are community-based shows like today, stuff where I can talk with the community and interact with the community, and try to be sort of a mentor to the kids. That's important to me. A lot of kids, come from homes that are broken. They don't have two parents in the house. And there's a lot of anger with that. And they watch TV and they're raised by social network TV shows. And
absolutely.
it's not the same as when we were kids in the 80s and 70s, Davy. And so I think it's important that we take time to teach these kids the way it's supposed to be, not the way they see on TV and a lot of these videos. And again, that's not to trash any other music out there or any other musicians out there. I'm just, I'm not as happy with today's pop culture as I was when I was a teenager.
You and me both, my brother. You,
It's
you and me
just
both.
there are things going on in the media I just can't handle, and I just do my best to navigate through it and be
Absolutely.
positive. So
Absolutely. With that said, closing words, like I said again, great performance. Um, Also, a very talented young man that we're going to have probably like a part two to this video. Quinn Lawrence. Can you tell me a little bit about him? Because, like I said,
Quinn
there'll
Rashid
be another part to this.
Nicholas Lawrence. I'll say it again. Quinn Rashid Nicholas Lawrence. I met Quinn Rashid Nicholas Lawrence when he was a kid at School of the Arts, my alma mater. And he played trumpet then. And I thought he had a twin brother because I came to a concert performance and I saw a guy playing sax looked just like him, but it was him. He played trumpet and
It was
sax,
actually him.
both quite well. A real standout at Soda. I'm a Soda alumni, so I always have been involved with School of the Arts at any level I can be, support their program. So I met Quinn. He was I believe, a junior. I was there with my buddy Eric Reed and Wycliffe Gordon, who both played with Marcellus as septet at the time, and
Mm-hmm.
they were doing artist residency. And I was just, the guy was just a cool kid. He also studies Taekwondo, which I studied Taekwondo. We're from the same school. I left when he joined. I was gone by then, but worked for that same lineage. And now he has his own martial arts studio. He's a couple of black belts. He's playing great music, and he's got a bachelor's from Eastman and a master's from Cincinnati Service of Music, and he's just doing great things in the community as a young man, being an example of a kid who came in the inner city
Absolutely.
through the inner city school district system,
Yep.
and went on to get a bachelor's and a master's degree to show that all inner city kids aren't bad.
Exactly.
He's a kid who came out of the inner city and done great things with his life. He's traveled around the world playing music, and he's worked with a lot of great musicians.
Absolutely.
And he's a good kid. I love him to pieces. I found out recently he's my cousin. Actually, I had no idea, but we went to a reunion and found
Small
out we
world.
have family together. So it worked out well.
Small world. Real quick, just to tail in on what you said there about, in general, about inner city kids. The media, and I pull no punches. A lot of people know that I'm very outspoken when it comes to corporate America-run media. They're quick to portray a black man or a Latino man in a negative light.
Yes, they are.
But when have you seen all the corporate-run channels highlight a barbershop owner that's African American, a restaurant owner that's Latino? You know what I mean? And ask them, hey, you're positive. You've done something. You've made a difference. You made something with your life. What advice? They don't do it. So obviously, it's and that's kind of where I take pride in showcasing. You know what I mean? And trying to put positive people like yourself that can maybe reach the youth and inspire. There's a lot of people right now hurt, man. There's a lot of people bullied, like you said. A lot of people trying to find themselves. And it'd be surprised, one could be surprised how influential, how powerful someone else's words can be to a person. And that's why I really appreciate you, allowing me this opportunity, man. I've looked up to you for years, and Rochester has a lot of talent coming out of the city, man, out of my hometown, and a lot of stuff that's not good here, but a lot of stuff that's really, really good and just needs to be shown more.
Well, you're right. But I always say to people, don't complain, because trust me, I guarantee you somebody has it worse than you do. Please
Absolutely.
be grateful. As going back to the whole corporate monster out there of media, this is, I call it a frontal lobotomy. I don't watch a lot of TV.
Mm-hmm.
We're part of the problem. Because you look at some of the inner city house, what do they watch? They're watching these dumb shows.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say the names of these TV shows, but you know what I'm talking about.
No, I know.
If we stop supporting this
So-called reality shows, too.
if we stop supporting this garbage,
Yep.
perhaps maybe it will be taken off the air.
Absolutely.
If we start demanding better TV programming, perhaps things will change. Just like the music. If we
Absolutely.
stop listening to that garbage
Yep.
and start demanding real change,
Absolutely.
you'll see that. So in the meantime, I just turn it off, and I try to pour into these kids and to my family positive messages.
Absolutely.
I try to expose them to positive things, musically, artistic, anything artistic, and even quality TV programming. There's some TV programming that's good programming out there. It's enriching.
Absolutely.
But unfortunately, the media wants to make money, profit margins. And that drama stuff sells, unfortunately.
Yes, it does.
So hopefully, all right, I would love to see more endearing stories, more uplifting stories about minorities in America. I would love to see that. But again, as long as minorities in America support this nonsense that we do, it's never going to change.
Absolutely.
We got to change first.
Yes, sir. Any closing words as far as upcoming events? Any upcoming work? I know you just dropped that other CD. Anything Jimmie Highsmith that you can kind of give us a little peep into?
I got my hands in a few different pots of music. I'm working with my adopted sister Fatima Razik on her CD, which will hopefully be out this year. My daughter Sharon is doing a CD, hopefully be out this year, if not the year after.
Nice.
My wife has got a lot going on with her poetry. She has a slam poetry team, and they're doing a lot of traveling, and she wants to do the CD as well. And again, there's always the mentoring piece, with the kids in the schools, etc. And we're at a new spot called the Pithot Jazz Room. It's been brought back to Rochester every last Saturday of the month, starting in March. through the rest of the year. So just got the website, JimmieHighsmithJr.com, JimmieHighsmithJr.com, and my whole list of things I'm doing is on there for the most part. I'm on Facebook, I'm on the Twitter, Instagram, most of the social media. My daughter just told me to get Periscope, I guess, too. I got a new GoPro camera with a little thing for my horn to play shows with. So I'm accessible.
I'm old school. I'm old school too, man. I'm trying to get up there. You know what I mean? I got Twitter, but my son's like, Papa, you need to be on Snapchat. And I'm like, man, listen, I remember a time when there were no cell phones, when we had pagers, beepers, or even nothing. So
I remember with a little cordless phone.
Absolutely.
Take the long cord and go in the bathroom, talk to the girl, and hopefully nobody buys you.
Exactly. Well, the first cell phones that came out, that you walked around with a backpack like New Jack City.
I had a brick. That's what happened.
A brick, exactly.
I have the brick.
Exactly. That was like all in one: the battery charger, the cord, and the phone.
It was a weapon and a phone at the same time.
Exactly.
Bam.
Throw it on your shoulder.
Bam.
Absolutely. Jimmie, again, thank you for inviting me down. We're here at the Rochester Memorial Art Gallery. Beautiful place, and even more beautiful with your sounds on this Sunday afternoon.
Thank you, sir.
And thank you for coming on Davy VTV.
Thank you, Davy.